Okay, I got a story emailed to me. I guess this is in the Plain Dealer. Organizers of Brown's Perfect Season Parade pass fundraising goal thanks to Dan Batard and angry Tony Rizzo.
Yeah, that was posted this morning. Yeah.
Cute. Is it in the paper today?
I don't know if it's online only or in the paper.
Well, in case you missed it, you know, I did go crazy. After a breath. Now, you know what? Those comments came after another Browns loss. So I was in shock. I was
in shock. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I was in shock. You just threatened these people. I was in shock. Listen, the people attempting to organize a parade.
I'm in shock right now.
There
I don't even know what I said because I'm in shock.
I got it on video and audio. You threatened him.
I'm in shock, sir. Do you want to help me?
You violently threatened to assault him.
I don't understand. I'm in shock.
It doesn't matter.
I'm in shock. I don't know what I'm doing.
Cliff Pinkard from Cleveland.com. Cliff, I'm in shock. You want to help me? I like when he goes, do you want to help me? Help me. I'm in shock. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, no. I know what I was saying.
He flipped it on him, didn't he? Man, that's next level.
I stand by my statements. Folks, 55 years old. I'm not going to fight anybody. But I stand by my statements with this parade. I think it's ridiculous. However, there was some good to come out of it. And I guess I'm glad that I at least helped out in that way, right?
Absolutely.
So, okay. Apparently, Dan Batard, who it's really funny. I listened to Dan's show while I was in Florida last week, you know? I listened every day. Came in the afternoon. He's got a good show.
He's got a very good show.
Oh, it's impeccably produced. I mean, oh, goodness. That is like a training show for kids on how to produce radio. And they keep it moving, and they have a lot of fun like we do. They do a lot of off-topic stuff. But they do a lot of serious sports stuff. You know, while I was down there, they couldn't stop talking about LeBron and the bottle challenge and all that. You know, they still can't keep LeBron out their mouth down there. But that's fine. And I respect Dan very much. And he called me indignant, which, yeah, I was. I was angry. I don't feel it's fair, okay? Indignant is you feel like something's happened and it's not fair and you feel like you're getting wronged. That's being indignant. I feel like this parade is wrong. If you want to, folks, what they did was Batard asked the people to start donating for the GoFundMe. So the people said after the GoFundMe went to $19.99, which I don't know what they need $2,000 for.
Porta Johns and to put on a parade.
Okay, it says after that, Batard, the people GoFundMe had $4,930. The organizers say, pub grabbers, say that the money above $19.99 will be donated to the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. Well, that's great.
Awesome.
Why don't you just donate money to the food bank? Why don't you just have a fundraiser to donate money to the food bank? Why does it have to be an 0-16 parade? Now, let me ask you this. This guy got permits from the city, correct?
He's applied for them. He hasn't gotten them, but he's applied.
Really, Matt? Oh, really? Maybe he better check those permits. Maybe he needs to check out and see how the progress is coming on those. Because if he thinks he's starting this parade at First Energy Stadium, I promise you, Jimmy Hasman will be right with me. Right next to me. We'll create a human wall. Do you think the Browns want them to have this parade at their stadium to honor the worst team in Cleveland history? What do people get out of this? Why are they doing it, Casey?
It's an excuse to party.
What is it?
It's an excuse to party.
Well, I don't need an excuse to party, okay? And I don't need to be...
Hold on. Let's stop and think. What is a parade? If you think of it in general
celebration.
Terms, a celebration, but how do parades work? There are people behind the scenes that put in a lot of work to organize a parade, and then what happens in the parade? The fans stand on the side, and you celebrate and acknowledge greatness or whatever, and there's floats and people. The people actually you're acknowledging are in the parade. How is this parade going to happen?
Who's going to
I know they have some floats.
Well, here's the better
No
thing.
one's even going to go to it, so what's it matter?
Here's the better thing. They claim more than 5,000 people are, quote, interested in attending.
Sure.
How many are going to show up?
Well, it's the internet.
About 40?
So yeah.
About 40 people.
Depends how cold it is, too.
Yeah. Are you going down there on January 7th, Matt?
No.
Okay. Gerard, are you part of the 0-16 parade?
I'll be working.
Casey, are you part of the 0-16
I don't even have
parade?
time to go to the bathroom half the time. I ain't going no parade.
Hey, man, I stand by my statement. It's a loser move for a bunch of losers, okay? You don't celebrate losing. How can I celebrate the Browns' worst season ever?
In their mind, and I will, this is how they feel, this is a big middle finger to the Browns organization for being terrible.
Okay, number one, you can do that
This is how
by,
they view it.
You know how I'm going to do that? I might not renew my season tickets if I don't like what they've done in the offseason. That's the intelligent way to do it. Having a parade is for a bunch of pub grabbers who have a Twitter account. What does the guy do for a living that's throwing this parade?
McNeil? I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm not
whatever
sure
he does
he
for a
lives
living.
in secret on Twitter. I don't know. I mean, I've been friends with him on Twitter for a long time. I don't.
What do you
know
mean
what he
friends
does.
with him on Twitter? You mean this is
I
from
follow him
this
for a
was
long
started
time.
by a guy on Twitter?
Totally. Yeah.
Come on, man. Okay, let me.
He's a good dude. He really is a good
couple
dude.
of things here. Thanks to Dan Batard, who I guess got a big kick out of my rant. As long as I'm here for your enjoyment, Dan, whatever. Second of all,
Dan hates Cleveland. That's a whole other thing.
he can't keep Cleveland out of his mouth. Okay, maybe he wants to move here. Okay, maybe he's had enough of Florida. I'll tell you what, D, I'll switch out with you.
I'm coming with you.
I don't know. I was listening.
Swap out, huh?
I was
Stugotz,
listening.
you can have
That's
this
it.
seat.
That's it. Casey and I will come down there, and you and Stugotz come up and work up here in Cleveland for a while. How's that, Danny? All kidding aside, I'll have nothing to do with this parade. Just stay away from me. Don't talk to me. Don't come near me. I don't want anything to do. I'm not going to try and block your parade. Listen, if you think for 1 second I would bother my U.S. Senator friend with this garbage, you're crazy. And I do believe Mayor Jackson has more to do than just worry about some pub-grabbing, glamming Twitter people that want to draw a bunch of attention to themselves, and they're using the Browns' 0-16 season to do it. I think it's ludicrous. I think it's a disgrace. And I think anyone that's involved with this really needs to check themselves. Why would you celebrate losing? And I stand by my statement. I don't think they get 1,000 people down there. I don't. Now, unless they call all their friends or pay people to go down there and protest the way the Republicans and Democrats did this summer, maybe that's a way for them to do that. If you think for 1 minute I would be a part of this, the guy asked me to be in it. I think he asked me to be the Grand Marshal on Dog Pound Drive before a Browns game. How do you think Mr. Haslam feels? How do you think Coach Jackson feels about them starting this parade at First Energy Stadium? Matt, did they get the permits?
I know, like I said, I know that they have applied. I know that they have written a letter, I believe.
Jay, what do you make of this thing? We haven't talked a lot about it because I didn't want to give these people any publicity. But the thing won't go away. It's national news. Now it's our local paper doing it. Look, folks, I'm sorry. Let me say this once and for all for the record, okay? I'm a giant Browns fan, and my pride is devastated with this season. You guys have no idea how bad this hurts real Browns fans, real fans. This hurts so bad that I can't go to a parade for it, man. You know, is that the dumbest thing you've ever heard? We're going to celebrate the worst season in Browns history. Forget a middle finger to the Browns. You want to give the Browns a middle finger? Don't buy their tickets. How's that? And by the way, I don't think that's any answer or solution anyway. I think it's a cheap pub grab by some people who I don't even know what they do for a living, and I refuse to be a part of it. Okay, did I go a little overboard in my rant? Yeah. Hello. I'm trying to entertain people, folks. I'm on TV and radio every week. I referenced the Eat Me mobile from Animal House. Do you think I was serious? But I am serious about this parade. I will have nothing to do with it, nor will anyone in my family or any of my real friends. Why don't you ask Joe Thomas if he's going to the parade? Okay? Why don't you go ask Cody Kessler, who got concussed twice? Better yet, why don't you ask the downtown businesses that are down about 40% this year because nobody's going to the Browns games? Why don't you ask the guys downstairs in the parking garage that lost $2,000 last Sunday? because no one's going to the Browns games. See if they want to throw a parade for all this, for this middle finger to the Browns. People rely on the Browns, downtown businesses, big time. And I'm a big Browns fan, and I will have nothing to do with your ridiculousness. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't you have any respect for yourself?
As we say it all the time, everyone's got their own little scam and stuff, and this is, sure, it's a pub grab. That's what people do.
Well, they claim that this is their way to voice their displeasure to Jimmy Haslam.
And like Riz said, don't buy tickets.
I choose to do mine in a different way. I would have nothing to do with these people. It's the last that we'll speak of it on the air. And by the way, we're all off next week. We're not even here. I won't, and I certainly won't be attending any parade on the set. So don't bother. Hey, do me a favor. If the Browns lose Sunday, call Dan Batard and talk to him about it, because I'm done talking about your ridiculousness. I have the Cavs season going on. I have a big game on Christmas Day. And I got the Monsters going on. I don't need your ridiculous pub-grabbing 0-16 parade. And you should be ashamed of yourself. This is ESPN 850 WKNR.